Mark your calendar, Saturday, February 21st at the Rochester Opera House in Rochester. It's Motley Crue with special guest ADHD. Motley Crue is the premier Motley Crue tribute band dedicated to bringing the high-energy, electrifying performance of the legendary rock band to stages everywhere. Motley Crue takes audiences on a wild ride through Motley Crue's extensive catalog of hits. Get tickets at our deals page now, morningbuzz.com/deals or rochesteroperahouse.com.
It's the only place where you can get both the show and the 24/7 commercial free to listen to or watch. Plus 10% off all Buzz merch. You'll get special chances, maybe advances on Buzz tickets and stuff like that. All kinds of things going to be happening with that, so you should get on it. We're coming right back after this. We got the Buzz 24/7, which we will...
Mark your calendar, Saturday, February 21st at the Rochester Opera House in Rochester. It's Motley Crue with special guest ADHD. Motley Crue is the premier Motley Crue tribute band dedicated to bringing the high-energy, electrifying performance of the legendary rock band to stages everywhere. Motley Crue takes audiences on a wild ride through Motley Crue's extensive catalog of hits. Get tickets at our deals page now, morningbuzz.com/deals or rochesteroperahouse.com.
Now you can easily subscribe to our podcasts at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or wherever you get your podcasts through our subscribe link at morningbuzz.com.
Attention pork lovers. Big Fork Brands brings bold bacon sausage, paleo pork jerky, and Chicago-style sauces to your table. Enjoy rich, smoky flavors made with sustainable ingredients and chef-crafted care. Plus, the show found the best discount you'll find with 20% off with code BUZZ when you go to bigforkbrands.com or the deals page at morningbuzz.com. Trust us, you'll love Big Fork Brands.
It's been a day, and it continues. Swear to God.
It's the Buzz 24/7 at morningbuzz.com.
This is unbelievable.
Now that's what's up.
I've been cursed since the moment I walked in the building. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
You know what you're going to do? You're going to push through because today you've got other things going on, and you just got to go step away.
Yeah, I know.
Like
Push
my
through.
buddy Gary Hoey said, just walk away.
Renee.
That was the Left Banke.
Just walk away, Renee.
Mm-hmm. The Left Banke did that song. Also, Walk Away was also done by Five Finger Death Punch. Didn't they do a song called Walk Away?
They might. I don't really acknowledge
Walk
them
This
that
Way
much
was Aerosmith?
because it's like anybody you meet, they always go, "Oh, you're a metalhead? I love Five Finger Death Punch." And you're like, "Okay."
Okay, so I just saw Dave Matthews added a couple shows. Bank and H Pavilion, the concert season is really picking up. Do you go to a lot of shows, Erica?
No.
You're not a big concert
I
person.
wish I went to more, but I don't really go that
If you
often.
could go to any show to see somebody, who would it be?
Ooh, Olivia Dean right now, hands down.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I would like to see.
I like how she had a quick answer. Bang, this is who I want to see.
Yeah,
Yes.
she a pop woman?
Yeah, she's pop right now.
Okay.
She's new and upcoming, and she just won the Grammy for Best New Artist.
So she's
really
probably
good.
playing like the MGM. She'll probably play like the MGM Fenway.
Yeah.
Someplace like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I'm lining up the shows, man. I'm lining up the shows. I want to see the Springsteen show. And I said
wouldn't mind
something.
seeing that, yeah.
I said something to Valerie last night, and she's like, it might be the last time he comes around. Not this guy. He ain't going anywhere.
He's going to perform. He's one of those guys going to perform forever.
Yeah, I really think he's going to, and he's still at a top-notch level. There's that show. I got the Ghost of Paul Revere doing Ghostland. I'm all over that. I got this band called Truesdale that I really like. 3 women out of California that are coming to Portland. I'm going to see that show. I've got them all over the place. I'm all over the place.
Yeah, I can't go that
I
much.
want to see Shane Gillis at the Boston Garden. So,
who's he?
Yeah, I know. Don't even
kidding,
start.
buddy.
One of the biggest comedians in the world. Nobody knows him.
I know he's a
Show
big
except me.
comedian. I just don't know.
Okay.
I have not seen his work.
Okay.
Okay, Greg, for a night of dark metal, Belfour. I will be seeing them in Lowell this Friday night. Next month, I have Emperor. They're going to be playing at the Worcester Palladium, a band that does not come to the United States a lot, so that is a bucket list band for March. As we head into April, I have Amon Amarth. They're going to be playing...
Vikings, they row?
Vikings. They're going to be
call,
playing
Kelly.
at
There
the
you go.
MGM in Boston. The week before, Raven, Greg, who was the opening band for Ozzy Osbourne in the Sandpit 100 years ago, is playing in Manchester at Club
So they're
Jewel.
not young.
Oh, they're not young at all. No, that show was brought to you by Ben Gay and like really healthy milk. Metamucil. Yes.
Boost.
And then
Boost.
a double dose of Napalm Death in May, the 24th and the 30th. I can't wait.
I think what we should do is we should send Erica to one of those shows with you.
Oh, God.
You can bring your friends so you feel safe.
Okay. Sure, I'll go.
You might bring two.
One of those shows, Amon Amarth, is a Viking band. And explain to her what they do at that show.
You know what a pit is in music. So,
Yes.
okay. So this band, instead, they get on the floor and they line up and they row because they're Vikings and they're rowing to battle.
Vikings used to row giant rowboats.
Yeah.
Giant, heavy-duty rowboats. And it took monster men to actually row them, and that's what they do.
So when the
Wait,
band...
I am trying to picture this.
Okay, so when the band is on stage playing during a couple of their songs, like this one about the ocean that they do, and then everybody gets down on the floor. Because, remember, the pit, there's no seats and everything.
Right.
And they just act like they're rowing. And it's like
But
lines
they have
of
to
people.
do it in unison.
Oh, yes.
They can't just
Oh,
be...
yeah.
There's always
Yeah.
going to be some
Kinda
drunk
cool.
And-
idiot that isn't paying attention.
know.
You've got to row in
Has to be
unison.
one.
And the band feeds off it. They see it, and it just goes. It is so neat to see. I love it.
Yeah, I've never heard of that. That
It's
sounds
like
cool, though.
a row your boat gently down the stream.
Yeah.
Merrily, except it's
Amon Amarth is a Viking metal band. In each one of the band members, their bloodline it goes back. They all have Vikings and stuff, and their bands, big heavy guys with big beards and long hair.
The real name is probably Izzy Iskowitz, and you know what I mean.
Greg's probably right.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
Frank on bass.
Yeah. So,
Right.
all right, Kelly, any concerts you're going to see this week? This not this week, but this summer. Are you looking forward to?
I peaked at the Casino Ballroom.
Yeah. The Fools Anniversary show. I'm really looking forward to that.
The Brit Floyd I was kind of thinking about. Never seen him.
Look, I'm telling you right now, go see the Face to Face tour with Elton John and Billy Joel. It's a tribute show, but
They're
it's
coming back
phenomenal.
this year?
It's
At the-
phenomenal. Also, I heard that Yacht Rock. Mike McDonald.
Yeah, I've
liked
heard
that.
thumbs up on
It was recommended to me by Andy Herrick. He said, "No, all of this music sounds great, and the crowd goes crazy." So, a couple options for you. If you want. So, we never got to cover some of the news, other stuff in the news. We talked a lot about a lot of news, but it's not some of the stuff that's in the news. A woman claims she got a life-altering injury at a concert.
What?
I've seen somebody fall down the stairs at a concert. I've seen that. I've seen people fall off the stage at a concert and get injured. I've seen people getting beaten up at a concert.
I've seen somebody fall out of the balcony.
All the way, like far, like dead.
No, it was at the Palladium. If you're looking at the stage, there's like, for lack of better words, like they're really nice. Looks like nice seats. And the person was rocking out. And, and it was like during like Morbid Angel. They didn't pull him apart. They let him live. And everything. But
they didn't tend to him till after the show.
After the show, they're like, dude, they got 9 more bands.
Yeah. Idiot. Just
Why are we stopping this now?
Lay there.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. This woman was in Las Vegas, and she was injured. She says she claims she got life-altering injuries at a Donny Osmond show. Now, how
Two things that don't
does
go together.
one
Donnie's
get a
still with us.
life-altering injury? You don't even know who Donny Osmond is.
I do not.
He's an old 70s TV star guy who became
Donnie
like a
and
pop
Marie?
hit. Yeah, Donnie Marie. No, she doesn't know. She doesn't know.
Now, and there was other family members. I mean,
Yeah.
Donnie Marie were the two
Wayne,
big ones,
Merle,
but they.
Jimmy.
Oh God, you know them.
Yeah, I did. Does Wayne, Earl, Jimmy, Marlins, the Jackson 5. It's completely the Osmonds were a white ripoff of the Jackson 5. They were an absolute ripoff of the Jackson 5 of Michael Jackson. But anyway, yeah. Wayne, Earl, Jimmy,
It's gonna bother me.
Donnie. There's one more. Alan.
Is that ever all?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. It's pretty freaking embarrassing. I might even know that's.
Was Marie
Maybe there's
the
one
only
wrong.
sister?
She wasn't in the band. They didn't allow the girls in the band. She sang on her own. But anyway, Donny Osmond show had one of those balls they bounce around the audience with like lights in it and stuff like that. Hit her in the eye. She got a detached retina. Her life has been altered. Look, I get it. It's going to suck to get a detached retina. She's going to sue, and she should obviously to get the medical bills be paid because that's got to be taken care of. But here's what she says. The inflatable light-up ball suffered traumatic retinal injury. She alleges she had retinal damage to a detachment to her right eye, which required surgical intervention. That should be taken care of. This is where I don't get this shit.
Greg,
Severe.
Alan, Wayne, Merle, Jay, Donnie.
Jay.
With the original.
One.
You missed
I missed
Jay.
one. Damn it. Still
not bad.
Embarrassing. Severe emotional distress, including psychological trauma, fear, anxiety, PTSD, and loss of enjoyment of life. Am I the only one that hears that stuff in a lawsuit and just rolls my friggin' eyes? Loss of enjoyment of life.
Well, just be happy you can roll both of your eyes. She can't anymore.
No, she gets a retina detached and she's fine. Fear, enjoyment of life, loss of enjoyment of life, fear, anxiety. Well, you're going to walk down the street, you're afraid a giant ball's going to come out and hit you in the face?
No.
Get out of here. That's what makes lawsuits such bullshit, you know? I had to file a lawsuit once. I was the biggest pain in the rear end of anything. I wanted to drop it. Mm-hmm. I wanted to drop it because it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous how they make you feel.
The opposing counsel?
All I wanted to do was just pay the medical bill so I don't have to. That's it. That's all I wanted.
Right.
I don't want to get a penny.
I don't think you're asking for
It was
much.
ridiculous. Ridiculous. I had an accident. I never talked about it on the air. I had an accident. It was in a motorcycle accident. I was hit by a car, and I was not at fault. I was leaving a stoplight, and the guy ran the red light and clocked me and my wife, and we went up and over the car.
So was that conceded by his counsel?
Yeah, they can't. They do all that.
So
yeah, they counsel all that.
So why can't they pay the medical bill?
They just don't. They don't want to. They're going to.
Yeah.
They're going to. But what you have to go through to get to that point is like ridiculous. It almost makes you. It's just not worth it.
Yeah.
I have to tell you why, even though 8 witnesses saw the guy run the light, the cops, everybody, doesn't matter. The guy ran the light, clocked us. We went up and over the car, and fell onto on my back and my back and my head. So my back was screwed up, and I just wanted to everything pay the bills. That's all I said. And yeah, you're fat. What? Well, you're fat. If you didn't weigh that much, I'm like, I went up and over the car. I went up and over the car. I was upside down.
You wouldn't have.
I wouldn't have been hurt. Yeah, and you sit there and you just go, "What do you?" I looked at the lawyer and I'm like, "This is bullshit."
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Absolutely, and I cannot believe that people go through that every day. Like it, and then we had an arbitrator, and the guy's like, "Greg, just so you know, the next 8 steps don't matter." Because this side knows where they're going to end up, and this side knows. I'm like, then let's just cut all that out and get to it so I can go home. Right. It was crazy.
So I get to sit in a chair, and all I did wrong was nothing. And you get to turn around and instead of going, you know what, you're right, this person is the reason, and they get to go, it's because you're heavy. You know what, I want you to sit in that chair for a few minutes, and I want to be able to say what I want to say.
Yeah, you can't. You can't. You have to just answer the question, and and so then they ask you to describe the accident. I've never talked about this. This is the first time I've ever talked about it. They ask you to describe the accident, and I have to describe getting hit by the car, getting launched from the bike, going upside. I was upside down. My feet were in the air. I was going head over heels. The bike went forward, and I went up, and then I could see my wife. I could see my wife in the air doing a somersault, like in slow motion. And I hit the pavement on my back and my head, and Valerie rolled into this like a stuntman roll.
Yeah.
Valerie rolled like she was trained to do it, and I saw the whole thing, and I have to describe this to a lawyer without getting emotional, because then I feel like if I do get emotional talking about it,
yeah,
he's gonna think I'm fucking lying, and I'm just acting when I'm
it's
like,
because of millions of people ahead of you have done just that.
And I sat there and I'm like, don't use this against me. I'm just gonna tell you.
Yeah.
Sucked.
Yeah,
sucked.
I tell the kids that all the time about how you be careful.
Yeah,
because we live in a time now where you might think, oh, I was going to sue them and everything, and it's like it's not that easy anymore.
I got. I was badly. My arm was. I was bloody. My arms, my legs. I was fine overall, but the back the back. I knew was bad. I knew I was gonna pay for that.
Did
down the
Val
road.
have to testify as well?
No.
Why?
I didn't want her to testify.
Yeah.
I didn't want her to testify.
And could you imagine if you sat in that room
And watched him say something to
watched
her?
him?
No, excuse me. It was a her. It was a woman.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Watch whoever
Yeah.
talk to your wife that way, the way that they kind of talk to you.
Yeah.
And you have to sit there.
Right.
And again, what did you do wrong?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. You know, I took the handlebar, the end of the handlebar turned and went into my sternum, and I knew that was going to leave a mark. But I didn't have any broken bones, you know. So I lay on the ground after the accident, and I'm like going,
Obviously, you're very lucky, but
yeah. I thought
still.
like, oh my God, I know I'm going to pay for this later, but right now, unless I took an internal injury, which is I don't know that yet. Anyway, I was so thankful that I could move. And I immediately rolled onto my hands and knees just so I could check on my wife. Mm-hmm. That's all I cared about, was checking on my wife. And she just looked at me, and I said, "Are you okay?" And she said, "I am." And she said, "Are you?" I said, I think I can't, you know, because injuries don't show till afterwards, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I just couldn't believe that it happened in the blink of an eye.
So what was the driver's reaction right after the accident?
The driver was I was in the left-hand lane. I didn't think this was going to be the 24/7 today. It was a 2-lane stoplight, and I was in the left lane. There was a driver on the right side next to me, and across the street, across the intersection, was the turn lane where a car would turn. There was nobody in the turn lane. So when the light turned green, I did the whole thing. 3, 2, 1. That's you count down and then you go. 3, 2, 1. And I started to come out. And I saw a guy whip into the outside lane on the far right across the intersection and whip the wheel. And I pulled out into the intersection. I'm like, this guy's going to hit us, and he was going to broadside us. So I turned into the car. If I had turned the other way, I felt like I'm just going to try to get out
Maybe
before
they smash your legs.
I hit the back of the passenger door on the passenger side, and the car and went up and over. Yeah. And when I was kneeling on my hands and knees, looking across the intersection, he was way over there, and he never came over. He stayed over there by the car.
Never came over to check on you guys?
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Is he doing what he's supposed to be doing?
He was an old man.
I know, but
he was an old man.
Like sometimes when the girls did driver's ed, some of the things like the teachers taught them after, like never admit, even if it was, you don't say anything till the police get there, this and that.
He spoke English until the cops got there.
Okay.
And then he didn't speak English anymore.
And what happens about humanity?
I
Like,
know,
screw all that stuff. Like,
know.
just go check on him.
I know, but going and saying that,
It
you could be admitting that you were wrong.
But therein lies the problem too, is that, you know, there's no room for that. You are dictated what happens by the legalities of it. You know, I don't know the guy, and I'm not mad at the guy. It was totally the way the insurance companies operate, and the lawyers get involved because of that. Because insurance companies pay lawyers to do that, to give up as little as possible, you know. And in the end, I mean, what I got it was just not worth the hassle and the stress. I got sent a document from their team. Listen to this. That wanted to know my children's medical records. They wanted my children's medical records. They asked me for my children.
Why?
No, they don't have to.
Not that
they just send you this stuff, and you got to. And I wrote F off on it. I wrote the words F off on many questions they asked because they were irrelevant and it had nothing to do with anything.
Yeah.
Laura, I'm talking about the accident that I had, the motorcycle accident.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This side of my face is numb, so I might talk funny.
Looked like you just had a motorcycle accident.
I just tried to drink some water, and I was realizing, I was like, oh, this side of my face doesn't really work right now.
Yeah.
Really
Anyway, that it just I don't know how this all came from the Donny Osmond story.
Yes.
In that in suing, sometimes you're forced to do it. But I'm just telling you, it's one of the most miserable experiences you will ever go through. Even if you are 1,000% in the right, you will be made to feel like a criminal. Am I right?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I went through it, and I got crashed into. All I wanted was my medical bills paid, and you totaled my car that I only had 3 payments left. Yeah. And they weren't. And it was like, you just ruined everything. And even the amount of money that they do give you at the end to shut you up, it wasn't going to pay for a new car. So then I had to get into a lease. So then it was just everything was.
Yeah. Ugh. So the lesson in all of this is, F Donny Osmond.
Yeah. I missed why to F him, but
I've never told that story on the air because I couldn't do it legally, for a while. I couldn't, and I didn't want to make it any worse because then I'm in trouble for that. But yeah, it happened, and thankfully, I got treated, and I'm better, and thank God that I swear, like a hand came down and protected Valerie and made her land safely. She didn't have a scratch. I was banged up, but I'd rather be banged up than her.
You think it was David Hasselhoff's hand? Who do you think? When you say the hand.
I was kind of thinking God. But I mean, David Hasselhoff could have been the Hoff.
Could have been the Hoff,
could have been him. Yeah, could have been him, I don't know. Yeah,
could have been Burt Reynolds' mustache.
Yeah, could have been that. Yes. Burt Reynolds, coming down. Then he would have slapped me, So, the lawsuits are just it's ridiculous. Like, you hear about them all the time, but if you've never been through it, you have no idea the stress involved, even when you're 100% right. And it's ridiculous how they make you feel, Mm-hmm. And I said time and time again to the lawyer, I'm like, I just want out. They said, you got to see it through. And Valerie's like, no, you don't let that guy get away with what he did.
Yeah.
You don't. I'm like, I don't give a shit. I don't care anymore. And Valerie's like, you got to. It wasn't because of the money. It was because it was the wrongness of it.
And they make you going through and then picking you apart, and you're like, I didn't do anything wrong. I was driving to work. I drove to work 17 years. Yeah. Monday through Friday. Yep. Same time every day. I know exactly where it's going. This guy comes out of nowhere and drives horribly.
Yeah. If you weren't that
and how
heavy.
do you not get upset about the people that are representing that are their lawyers? You're like,
oh, dude,
they're protecting the insurance company.
I got told it was a Zoom call, right? My mediation. And the lawyer got up and went on the other side of the camera and told me to calm down because I started getting hot. And I'm throwing, punches. I'm like, really? This, that kind of thing. They don't like that. You got to be calm, cool, and collected.
Yeah. So but they can throw in the little jabs.
Yeah,
all the time. They question everything.
How about we do it old school? How about we do this in person? And I'll see you in the effing parking lot after.
That's why I'm just telling you. Yeah. Think twice about it. Think twice about the lawsuits if you get hit in the eye with a big light ball at a Donny Osmond show. That's where it came from.
Which pipe tastes better?
So anyway, well that's I think that's good for today. I think it's given you enough to chew on. But anyway, there it is. So sorry, Laura, but we got the Buzz Plus segment, bonus segment coming up.
That's okay.
I want to find out about the bandage. I want to see what's going on there. Yeah, I know you don't know yet, right?
Well, I won't know for a couple of weeks. It's biopsy, so.
Yeah.
But I know that I'm stitched under there.
They can't find what Laura is allergic to. So it's driving her crazy because her face tends to be affected by it.
Yes, a lot. And it's just, like I said, I'm sick of saying I don't have herpes. But yeah, I have some weird.
Why you would ever even think to have to say that?
Because when you have this weird rash around your mouth, I think people's first impression is like, what's wrong with her?
Nobody's thinking herpes.
What are they thinking then?
Greg,
she's thinking herpes.
She is in getting tattoo work. They asked her a question. She goes, "It's not herpes."
Yeah.
And
it was
her
on the
voice
medical
was so loud.
They asked on the medical form, and I was like, I don't know what I got, but we're trying to figure it out. And they're trying to eliminate autoimmune diseases versus adult onset eczema. What?
Is it hoof mouth?
I don't know what hoof mouth is.
Hoof and mouth.
Oh,
not hoof mouth.
I don't know what that is.
I don't either.
If they come back with this, I don't even know what it is.
I don't think people get hoof and mouth, do they? I think it's just the cattle.
I think people can get it.
I think people can get it. Cause I think I went to school with a girl that got it, and it was
something
like
about poop, right? From the hoofs.
I don't know. But she was a farm girl, and it was like, whoa.
I haven't been around any farms, and I will say that they have in every doctor's appointment I've been to since July, nobody has ever brought up anything hoof and mouth.
Are you sharing straws?
There is a hoof and mouth that affects cattle. There's also a separate hoof and mouth that affects people.
Right.
Okay, well, my face hasn't been by anybody's poop. It hasn't. I'm not that kinky weird. Like
hand, foot, and mouth disease.
Well, that's
HMFT is in humans is common contagious viral illness causing fever, mouth sores, and skin rashes, mainly in children under 5. Although adults can get it.
I swear to God, if I solved this problem,
no, it's not hand, mouth, foot.
True story. Now I'm reading this. It's from the internet.
This is hand, mouth, foot. Yeah, but
it says if that's what you have, Laura, it can be caused by viruses like Coxsackie virus.
Oh, if anybody in this room has it,
I got the Coxsackies.
It usually resolves in 7 to 10 days with self-care symptoms.
Yeah. No, mine has been going on since July.
No, that thing is flared.
But
hoof and mouth.
No.
Scotty leaves out the hand.
We're hoping.
Okay.
We'll talk about it, but I'll tell you exactly what the plan is from this.
Well, thank you for joining us for the Buzz 24/7.
You will never know because you didn't subscribe.
I took a little detour there.
Talk.
Subscribe. We'll come back.
Put a straw in there. See if you can drink a straw.
So
Buzz Plus listeners, hang out. The rest of you, thank you for checking out the Buzz 24/7. We'll see you tomorrow.
Mark your calendar, Saturday, February 21st at the Rochester Opera House in Rochester. It's Motley Crue with special guest ADHD. Motley Crue is the premier Motley Crue tribute band dedicated to bringing the high-energy, electrifying performance of the legendary rock band to stages everywhere. Motley Crue takes audiences on a wild ride through Motley Crue's extensive catalog of hits. Get tickets at our deals page now, morningbuzz.com/deals or rochesteroperahouse.com.
Hey folks, it's Greg, and we've got these brand new Morning Buzz coffee mugs now available on our deals page and want to give some away. At morningbuzz.com/win, you subscribe to any of our podcast platforms, and that's it. Random entries will be picked to win coffee mugs. Enter to win at morningbuzz.com/win today.
Hey everybody, it's Greg, and I'm always learning about myself. And one of the things I learned this year, I'm a sheet guy. I was never a sheet guy. I never knew the difference a good sheet would make in how you sleep until I found Cozy Earth. I got their bamboo sheets and they give me some of the best sleep I've had my entire life. Amazing how they keep you cool in the summer and they warm you up in the winter. They're soft, they're smooth, the bamboo sheets are unbelievable, and you can get them for 41% off. Biggest price discount they offer at Cozy Earth, and they're doing it here with us on The Buzz. Go to morningbuzz.com/deals. Click on the Cozy Earth and order the sheets. 41% off, morningbuzz.com/deals, keyword Buzz. You'll thank me later.